A very good morning to you, Siphokazi, and I can tell that it is an incredibly hot morning down there. I imagine all the swimmers are excited to finally be back in open water.
Good morning, Morena. Yes, it is scorching here in KZN, but yes, we are here at the Midlands, and swimmers are super excited that it's back, especially after last year's event where it had to be cancelled. Well, not really cancelled, actually. They had to take part in it virtually, and only elite athletes were allowed to participate in the event. So this year, we've seen thousands of swimmers. I mean, this event attracts social swimmers, it attracts professional swimmers and international swimmers as well. So this morning we've been seeing a whole lot of swimmers taking to the water and actually enjoying themselves out here.
Siphokazi, so I mean, the COVID-19 pandemic has obviously dealt a huge blow to a number of events around the world. What was the cap this time around, given that it still is happening during a pandemic? Was there a certain number that they reduced it to?
No, Morena, actually this year they just really brought it back to normal in a way. So there were no restrictions, there were no any restrictions placed in this event. So swimmers could come, they didn't have to also bring in their COVID-19 certificates. Everything is just open. And I mean, this is the 49th edition, so they are using this swimming event to hype up next year's 50th edition of the event. It is their half century, so they definitely will be using this to attract more swimmers, and especially international swimmers.
For those who have never competed in the Midmar Mile, who are possibly interested now that you're saying that things have gotten back to normal, talk to us about the distance that swimmers get to swim. Is it different for the professional and the social swimmers, or does everybody swim the same distance?
They swim the same distance, Morena. It's about 1.6 kilometers. Starting at the, I'm just going to ask Mwanga to show you, my cameraman. Starting right there at the back by the white tent. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it. So that's about 1.6 kilometers, and everybody gets to see that. And I mean, in recent years, Morena, we've had people drowning here. We've had swimmers gone missing as well. So this year, they've really ensured that should something like that happen, they are prepared for it. So they've put rescue teams all over each point, just to ensure that if anything like that should happen, they will be able to pick it up as soon as possible.
You actually bring up an important point there, Siphokazi, that this event has been marred before by people drowning and even going missing. I take it nothing of the sort has happened this year.
Right, so I think we may...
No, not yet. Nothing, well, in this event, that since it started, nothing of that sort has happened. They've made sure that there are alerts and they don't want to repeat the same mistakes, which is why it has also attracted other swimmers to pull through, because they ensured their safety. They ensured that they will be there in case anything of the sort happens.
Now, let's speak about what it is that you get after this event, because there is, I imagine, a reason why professional swimmers take part. There must be something at the end for them in terms of an incentive. Is there anything that is won?
All I know, Morena, is at the moment they do get medals, but I was going to speak to Wayne Ridden. However, he's not feeling well. He was going to shed a little bit more light about exactly what is the prize for this event. But for now, all I know is that they get medals, and then maybe a little bit later we'll get to speak to Wayne Ridden, who will tell us a little bit more about those details.
All right, Siphokazi, we'll leave it there with you for now. Of course, I imagine we'll catch up just to find out how things have been going. Of course, that is the return of the Midmar Mile, which had to go virtual last year because of COVID-19, but it is back, and as Siphokazi mentioned, there is no restrictions that have been put on this event. Swimmers don't have to come there with a negative COVID-19 test. They are not even checked on whether or not they have been vaccinated. So it seems the event, as they build up to their half century next year, the 50th event next year, they've made sure that everything goes back to normal just so that they're able to attract as much swimmers as possible.